Some new details tonight at 10. The family of a convicted upstate teen calling for a review of his recent sentencing. Officials say 19-year-old Jaden Gary was given a 20-year sentence for a burglary that happened back in 2019. His family feels the punishment does not fit this crime because he was a first-time offender. They also feel race played a factor in his punishment. Fox Carolina's Jarvis Robertson joining us live in our newsroom tonight with the story.
Well, Victoria, Jaden Gary and a few others were accused of breaking into a home back in 2019. Now, I spoke with his friends and family today and also Freedom Fighters Upstate. They feel that certainly this punishment does not fit the crime.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be held accountable for his actions. However, 20 years is a very steep sentence.
Family and friends of Jaden Gary stood with freedom fighters to bring attention to what they feel is a harsh punishment. Jaden, 17 at the time of the crime, is accused of breaking into a home and stealing 5 guns back in 2019.
He was a first-time offender, placed on ankle monitoring for 2 years with no violations.
And now he's behind bars. I asked his mother, MARIAH Williams, if Jaden had expressed any remorse during those 2 years.
Yes, he did, and he even cried. That's how I knew he was sorry for what he done.
And if he had rehabilitated his life, she said he'd graduated high school since then.
He ended up enrolling into Greenville Tech to take up some classes. He also was working, he kept a job, and he also always wanted to open up his own business, so he stayed focused on his dream. He's want to be a graphic designer.
I reached out to the solicitor's office today for more details. They told me that video evidence supports the 20-year sentence given to Gary. Jaden's father was murdered about 6 or 7 months before the burglary happened. They feel his emotional stance should have also been taken into consideration. Freedom fighters are hoping their work can lead to a reduced sentence. Tracy Fant says the number of black men and women serving prison sentences sometimes doesn't accurately reflect the crime.
We're not standing here saying free Jaden. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that he should have been given the opportunity of due process of the law.
Now, the family has started a petition for sentence review and reduction. I spoke with the solicitor's office today. They did tell me that first-degree burglary carries a sentence of 15 years to life. Tori, back to you.
Jarvis, thank you for that information tonight. You can stay up to date on this story right here on Fox Carolina. You can go to our social media pages and through our Fox Carolina news app.